and welcome to Floss Tube. I think this is number 6. My name is Shiloh. I'm better known online as Karish Valandar, and welcome. I don't have a lot to cover today, but I do have something new in my stash that I would like to share with you. I went to Michael's the other day to pick up an online order, and of course, I was trying to order some 18 count Ada, and they said, "Oh, we're out." But when I went and looked at the shelves, I found one. So I bought a big old tube of it. It's I think it was 29.5 by 36 inches, which fit perfectly because I have some really big projects that I need to do, and I thought that I would go ahead and pick some up. It's just this 18 count white, just super plain, but this piece right here, I'm actually going to ice dye and hopefully get kind of a bunch of pastel-y colors, which I will be using hopefully for my never-ending story sampler. But I'm going to wait till the weather's a little bit warmer to do that because currently we're having a snowstorm. So ice dyeing indoors with little ones around is not ideal. So I'm just going to wait till the weather's warmer and I can stick it outside on my porch. But I did manage to dye another piece of it. It's a little bit darker in person than what's showing up on the camera, but I'm super happy with how this turned out. This is the same as this stuff. But what I did was I used the RIT all-purpose dye liquid. I used, let's see, about probably like 14 cups of water, and boiled it on the stove top. That sounds really high. Yeah, I guess that was about right. I did the stovetop method, and there's actually 3 different colors in this green. There's aquamarine, Kelly green, and teal. And I think RIT calls it Lush Meadow, or maybe just Lush, but it's perfect. I'm doing this for the Disney Mickey Villains piece that I talked about last week. And the sample that they show it on is done in this light pink. And I didn't think that was very villainous. I didn't like how it looked, especially since I chose a navy fabric for the good guys. So I wanted something else dark, and I saw on their Etsy page, L Cross Stitch, that someone had done it on this dark green, and it looked great. But I couldn't find anywhere to buy 18 count, which is the same that I'm using for the other one, so they're the same size. I couldn't find 18 count in green that wasn't like a mossy green. So I made it myself, and I'm super happy. So I might be starting on that this upcoming week because I'm kind of excited. Although, I don't know, I'm like, should I start on it now, even though my other one's not finished? Maybe. We'll see. So that's my new stash item, and I will probably make a video about the ice dyeing when I do that. But again, that's not going to be until the weather gets a little bit warmer, so in the springtime. If I get around to it, I might make a video of how I do dyeing on the stovetop if you guys are interested. Just to show you how I do it. I don't know if I follow what they tell you on the RIT website pretty closely, but if you'd like a video, because I know I'm a visual learner, just let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Yeah. All right. So I did have one news start this week. Um, as you may know, I am part of the Magical Stitches, which is a base group called the School of Magical Stitches and Literature, pretty sure. And I am part of the Wilderness Lodge because it has a Disney resort theme this year. And because we did some good things, I guess we got a exclusive chart, and they're just calling it Strength. And I don't remember off the top of my head who created it, but this is what I've gotten done on it so far. And this is I don't remember which variation that's done in a DMC. I'll post that down here. somewhere what that specifically is. But I really enjoy it. It's really coming along fine. I've not done a lot of variegated threads before, but this past year I've been doing more and more with them, and I'm having a great time with that. So, and it really looks cool. I think once the piece is all done, it'll look all cool all together. So, onto my whips. I got quite a bit done on my Disney Mickey piece. So I think I'm going to get this one done by the summer, hopefully. Although I have a lot of stuff to do. But so this is what I have done so far. It's kind of getting washed out a little bit by my light, but that's what it looks like right now. I'm missing a couple of colors. Like, you notice Simba's eyes still look kind of creepy. But I just kind of doing one character at a time, and it seems to be going pretty quickly. Again, this is by L Cross Stitch over on Etsy, and it is done on 18 count navy Aida. And I'm really excited to get the villains piece started because the villains look really cool too. All right, so this one I wasn't expecting to pull out, but my stitching homework this week had something that you struggle on, like a struggle piece for you. So I pulled out the Nutcracker Parade, even though I'm well and truly done with Christmas stuff. But this is my struggle piece currently because it is the first big piece that I've done on linen. This is done on 28 count cashel linen in the color Dwarf by Picture This Plus. So I got this bottom frame started. I finished up some of his colors that the dark red 814 dark garnet. So, I mean, I got some little more progress done on it, but again, this is my first big piece on linen. I'm doing 2/2, and it's just hard for me to count. And I know I've talked about this in previous videos. I'm still very cautious about counting since you have to skip over one, and it's just really hard for me to pick up. So once you get started, it's okay, but it still takes me a lot longer than on typical Aida. So that's what I consider my struggle piece because it takes me a lot longer, and I have gotten off by like, one hole. So I had to rip out a whole bunch of stitches for that. I was not happy. But yeah, so that's my struggle piece. I got a little bit more done on it. I think I got 210 stitches done on it. So I got my homework done. And last but definitely not least is my Stitch Your Own Adventures Letters from Hogwarts by Cunning Cross Stitch. And I'm working on that banner. You can see the eagle. Lots, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's lots of fractional stitches. Lots of 3/4 stitches. But I'm loving how it turns out. It's looking really cool. That's done on a 16 count Aida, pretty sure. And that is actually, I dyed this one myself. So I'm really, really excited and has a little bit more thinking than I would like. I would like to be able just to fill in a whole bunch of stuff, which is why I kind of I'm jumping around a lot on it because I was like, oh, I'll just start with the stripes first. And then I realized, oh, wait, there's the big R and I don't want to have to think that much when I'm doing just filling in stripes. So maybe I'll do the R first, and then there's an eagle in the middle of the R. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll do the eagle now. So I'm jumping around, but it's all good. Whatever makes it easier, yeah? So that's kind of what I worked on this week. Not a lot. I did do a little bit of business stitching as well. So I did some magnets, some Pokemon magnets, outlines. I didn't do much on them. I should start working on those a bit more. But yeah, I think that's all I really did. Not that much, not that long. Kind of sped through that, I guess. Maybe I guess this will be a shorter episode since last week's was super long. But yeah, I don't think I worked on anything else. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it there. Again, if you are interested in seeing a video about the stovetop dyeing method with RIT all-purpose dye, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to show off how I do it and see if that helps you. Maybe you're interested in dyeing your own fabric. It's really fun and you can create all kinds of different colors. But yeah, let me know if you're interested and maybe I can put a quick video of that up and together. I will for sure be doing an ice dyeing instructional video again once the weather gets a little bit warmer, where when I put it out it will actually melt and not just stay frozen. Um, and yeah, I will probably be working on the letters from Hogwarts again this week. Um, I need to do a little bit more on the strength for some of my magical stitches homework again this week. Um, and I don't really know. I'm just kind of bouncing around between. I really want to keep working on the letters from Hogwarts. So hopefully I can get the eagle and the R done. I think maybe that will be my goal for the video to show off on my video next week. So keep an eye on that. So yeah, if you're new here, then why don't you click that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications so you will know when I upload a new video. I try to have a new video up every Saturday. I don't really have a specific time because it kind of determines on how quickly my internet decides to upload videos. But yeah, if you have any comments or questions, if you'd like to know where to get some of these patterns, feel free to ask down in the comments. I am more than happy to share where I got all of these. Um, and if you just like to say hi, hello. I love getting comments and I try to respond to them as quickly as I can, which is sometimes a little difficult with a 1-year-old and a 7-year-old running around. But I am going to leave it there for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!